Hello students. So in this class again we will solve the remaining examples depend on the if your RHS side is e to the power of x. Okay, I think I have solved 3 or 4 examples in the last class. 2 more are there. We will solve that one, then we will go for the next concept. So here we are having our next example is solve d square minus 7d plus 6y is equal to e to the power of 2x minus 1 by 4 e to the power of minus 5x. Okay, so first we will find the roots. That is auxiliary equation is m square minus 7m plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have to split that minus 7. So how we will split minus 6 into minus 1? So we will get minus m square minus 6m minus m plus 6 is equal to 0. So m is common. Here we remains with m minus 6. Here we can take minus 1 is common. So here we remains with m minus 6, that is equal to 0. So you will get the factors are m minus 6 and m minus 1 is equal to 0. So you will get the roots are m is equal to 6 and 1. So the complementary function you will get c1 e to the power of 6x plus c2 e to the power of 1 into x, that is x. Or you can write first c1 e to the power of x plus c2 e to the power of 6x. There is a no change because either you can take this root is first or this root is first, you will get the same answer. Only the differs in the constant. Next we have to find the particular integral. So we have to make 1 upon f of d. F of d is d square minus 7d plus 6 into f of x. What is f of x? We are having e to the power of 2x minus 1 by 4 e to the power of minus 5x. Okay. So e to the power of 2x minus 1 by 4 e to the power of minus 5x. So here we are having two terms. In earlier example we solved only if we are having one term. So we can separate this and we can find the separately particular integral. So multiply this term inside. You will get 1 upon d square minus 7d plus 6 into first is e to the power of 2x. Next here we are having minus sign. So we can write minus 1 upon again d square minus 7d plus 6. And here we are having it is 1 by 4 e to the power of minus 5x. Separate both the terms. Okay. Now here we will substitute the, see, if your f of x is e to the power of x, what is the method? We have to substitute d is equal to a. So here the value of a is 2. So we will substitute 1 divided by d is equal to 2. So here you will get it is 2 square minus 7 into 2 plus 6 again e to the power of 2x as it is. 1 upon. Here the value of a, if you see, it is minus 5. Okay, coefficient of x, so it is minus 5. So we have to substitute the value of d is equal to minus 5 here. So you will get minus 5 square. Next, minus 7 into minus 5 plus 6 e to the power of minus 5x divided by 4 as it is. Now you can solve this. 1 divided by 2 square is 4. 7 into 2 is 14 plus 6 e to the power of 2x minus 1 divided by minus 5 square is 25 minus 7 into minus 5 you will get it is plus and 7 into 5 is 35 plus 6 and e to the power of minus 5x divided by 4. Calculate this. You will get 1 divided by if you see 4 minus 14 is minus 10 plus 6 it is minus 4 e to the power of 2x minus 1 divided by 25 plus 35 you will get 60 plus 6, that is 66 into e to the power of minus 5x divided by 4. So you will get the first term is e to the power of 2x or minus e to the power of 2x divided by 4 because here we are having minus 4 minus e to the power of minus 5x divided by multiply 66 into 4. You will get 66 into 4 is 264. That is nothing but your required particular integral. Okay, here we are having minus 4, so we can write minus here. And here 66 into this constant. So we have to multiply that 66 into 4, you will get it is 264. Okay, so this is the required particular integral. Now we have to write the general solution. So general solution y is equal to what? Complementary function plus this particular integral. That is nothing but your general solution. Okay, so if you are having RHS in two terms, okay, sum or minus, if you are having sum of two terms, we can separate that and we can find the particular integral separately. Okay, so first 1 upon f of d into first term. Next, whatever sign you are having, write down that sign here. Again 1 upon f of d into second term. If you are having any constant, you can keep as it is. Okay. Or if you want, you can take 1 by 4 here. No problem. And here you can write down it is e to the power of minus 5x. Again you will get here 1 by 4 into 66. So again we have to multiply. You will get 264. Okay. So this is the method to find the particular integral. One more example is there. Solve d square minus Next example is solve d square plus d plus 1. Solve d square plus d plus 1 is equal to e to the power of minus x plus sine hyperbolic x. Plus sine hyperbolic x. Okay. First we will find the complementary function. So we will get auxiliary equation is m square plus m plus 1 is equal to 0. So here factorization method is not possible. So we will use the formula. So m is equal to minus b. B value is 1. So minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square, that is 1 square is 1, minus 4 into a into c. 4 into 1 into 1, so it is 4 divided by 2a, so it is 2. So minus 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4 is minus 3 divided by 2. That is nothing but minus 1 plus or minus root 3i divided by 2. Make it in the form of alpha plus or minus beta. So we will get minus 1 by 2 plus or minus root 3 by 2i. Now it is in the form of alpha plus or minus I beta. We can separate the LCM here. So if you are having this, it is easy to write the complementary function because it is in the form of alpha plus or minus beta. So you will get your complementary function is e to the power of alpha x. Alpha value is minus 1 by 2. So e to the power of minus 1 by 2x. Next c1. Okay. Wait a minute. Complementary function is e to the power of minus 1 by 2x. Next c1 cos beta x. Beta is root 3 by 2. So cos root 3 by 2x plus c2 sin beta x. Sin value is sin root 3 by 2x. That is your complementary function. Next we will find the particular integral. Okay. Now if you see RHS, we are having two terms, sum of two terms. One is e to the power of minus x. Second one is sine hyperbolic x. So as I said, if you are having sum of any two terms, we can separate that terms. Okay. But here we are having sine hyperbolic x. But we want it is again in the form of exponential. Now you know how to write the value of sine hyperbolic function in the form of exponential. We will write that value. Okay. So particular integral is 1 upon f of d is d square plus d plus 1. Next e to the power of minus x plus sine hyperbolic x. Okay, write down separately. 1 upon, okay, don't write separately. First we can substitute the value of sine hyperbolic x here. So you will get 1 upon, first keep this as it is, d square plus d plus 1. Okay, e to the power of minus x as it is. We know sine hyperbolic value in terms of exponential, it is given by e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x divided by 2. See, in the trigonometry you studied sine hyperbolic value, cos hyperbolic value, how to write it is in the exponential form. So this is the sine hyperbolic value, e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x divided by 2. Now here we can take the LCM and we can solve. So 1 upon d square plus d plus 1. LCM is 2. So here we will get 2 into e to the power of minus x plus e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x. Take the LCM and solve. So this is equal to 1 upon d square plus d plus 1 divided by 2 as it is. See, here we are having 2 e to the power of minus x, here e to the power of minus x. So 2 minus 1 you will get 1. So e to the power of minus x plus e to the power of plus x. So this is our function. Okay. So we can take 1 by 2 outside. Then you will get 1 upon d square plus d plus 1. First function, both are different. So here it is e to the power of minus x plus 1 upon again d square plus d plus 1. Here we are having e to the power of plus x. Okay, separate the terms. Here we are having 1 by 2. We can take 1 by 2 outside. Then we remains with e to the power of minus x plus e to the power of x. So again it is the sum of two terms, so we can write down separately. Now substitute the value of d, corresponding value of d. If you see, in the first we are having e to the power of minus x, so there a value is minus 1, so we have to substitute d is minus 1 now. So what we will get, this is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is multiplied to whole term. Okay, 1 upon d value is minus 1, so 1 upon minus 1 whole square. Next plus, that is d value is minus 1, so we will get it is minus 1 plus 1 e to the power of minus x plus 1 upon, here the value of d is 1 because coefficient of x is 1. So 1 upon 1 square is 1 plus 1 e to the power of x. Solve this, 1 by 2. What we will get, minus 1 square is again plus 1 and minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So e to the power of minus x plus 1 by 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 times. So it is 1 by 3x. So what you will get, your particular integral is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 upon 1 is again 1. So 1 by 2 e to the power of minus x plus 1 by 3 e to the power of plus x. So this is the required particular integral. Okay. So we are having particular integral. So you can write the general solution. General solution y is equal to what? Complementary function this plus particular integral. That is what, see, if you are not writing the general solution, if you are only finding the complementary function, you are find complementary also and particular integral also. But if you stop here only, you are not writing the general solution y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral, you will lose your marks. You will lose your whole marks, 1 mark. Okay. So for that it is necessary to write the general solution, that is y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Okay. Please write down the general solution. So these are the examples depend on f of x is e to the power of x. Now we are having one more case. Suppose, okay, see here we are having f of d. If you are substituting the value of d is equal to a, whatever the value, if this is f of d, 1 upon f of d, and here you are having e to the power of x. After substituting d is equal to a, suppose if you are getting this f of a is equal to 0, means if you are getting denominator is 0. In this example, we are not getting that 0, directly we find some value. But suppose, in case if you are getting f of a is equal to 0, then the most important thing, how to find the particular integral. Then we are having a case, that is particular integral is given by 1 upon f of d into e to the power of x is equal to x into, we have to multiply x into e to the power of x divided by, we have to differentiate this d by d of f of d. D by d means differentiation with respect to capital D of f of d. Even if f of a is equal to 0, means in the first case, after substituting d is equal to a, if you are getting f of a is 0, then the particular integral is x. We have to multiply x into e to the power of x divided by, differentiate this f of d. Differentiate this f of d, write down here. Then you solve that. Again after differentiation, again if you are getting some d term, we can substitute again, d value is nothing but a. Okay, again d value is nothing but a. And if it is not equal to 0, definitely we will get your required answer. But suppose again in this, if you are substituting again d is equal to a, and again you are getting that value is again 0, that is if f dash of a is equal to 0. See, this is nothing but f dash of d. D by capital D means it is f dash of d. We have to differentiate this. After substituting in f dash of d, d is equal to, again if you are getting this value is 0, then the again particular integral is x square by 2 factorial. We have to multiply x square by 2 factorial e to the power of x divided by, again we have to differentiate this, then you will get f double dash of d. F double dash of d. Then substitute the value of d is equal to a here. Okay, then you will get the required answer. Suppose if, mostly you will get in first or second step only, but suppose again if you are getting this value is again 0 after substituting d is equal to a, so your next is x cube by 3 factorial. x cube by 3 factorial e to the power of x, again f triple dash of d. Continue this process till you are not getting your answer. Okay, if you are getting your answer, stop there only. So this is the method if you are getting f of a is equal to 0. So we will solve the problems depend on this method in the next class.